Okay, so in this question we've got a watch. So excuse me, I can't really draw a watch very well, but look, there's a watch 12, 6, okay, and we've got the minute hand here. Okay, so here's the hand. Okay, now this obviously takes to go right around the clock here, so to speak. Okay, this is going to take 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, or 60 mins, or 60 times 60 seconds. Okay, so that's our time period. All right, so A, what's the frequency? 1 over t is equal to the frequency, so the frequency is equal to 1 over, we want this in hertz, so we need to get our time in seconds, so 1 over 60 times 60, so 1 over 3,600. Okay, and that's going to give us 0. Well, it's going to give us 2.7. Hang on, let's get this right. Is it 2.7 recurring? 1 divided by 3,600. So that's going to give us, yeah, so it's 2.78 times 10 to the minus 4 hertz. Sorry about the mess there. Okay, 2.78 times 10 to the minus 4 hertz. Next bit, B, what's the angular speed or the angular velocity? Sometimes we call it angular speed. So it's going to be 2 pi f. So that's 2 pi multiplied by 2.78 times 10 to the minus 4. Okay. And that's going to give us 1.75 times 10 to the minus 3. And that is radians per second. Now, interestingly, you can also get the same thing if you do W equals 2 pi over T. So that will be 2 pi over 3,600. Okay, so if you do that, pi times 2, whoops, let's do this right. So 2 pi divided by 3,600, and that's going to give you 1.75 times 10 to the minus 3 radians per second. So you can see it doesn't matter which way you do it. C then, what's the speed at its free end? Well, the free end is this end here, so it's at a distance of 6.4 millimeters is our radius there. So the speed is going to be 2 pi r over t. The distance travelled when we complete one rotation divided by the time. Okay? Or divided by the time period, I should say. So the distance travelled in one rotation divided by the time for one rotation, which is the time period. So it's going to be 2 pi multiplied by 6.4 times 10 to the minus 3 divided by, remember the time period is in seconds, we want it in seconds, okay? And that's going to give us 1.12 times 10 to the minus 5 meters per second, I believe. Let's just double check that. So 2 pi times 6.4 times 10 to the minus 3 divided by 3,600. So yeah, 1.12 times 10 to the minus 5 meters per second. So that's example 2.